This morning, we're continuing our conversation. September is Suicide Awareness Month, and this week we're recognizing the work to build awareness and increase resources by sharing stories of suicide loss survivors. Former TV6 morning anchor Elizabeth Peterson joins us to share another story from her series, Suicide Loss Survivors, Finding a Path Forward. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning, John. Good morning, everyone. When we cover suicide, we often talk about the warning signs or the groups that are most at risk. And while that is certainly an important conversation, researching this story, I found that there is not a set list of causes. It can impact anyone at any time for a variety of reasons. It's part of what makes suicide such an alarming and challenging health concern. This morning, my conversation with former U.S. Congressman Bart Stupak about the loss of his son 25 years ago.
2000, BJ was a junior in high school. BJ is Bart Jr. Good athlete, good student. Great kid. He was very active in student government, loved politics, loved sports. I know he wanted to go to Congress. He told his mother he'd be a better congressman than I was. So he probably would have been. He would have been. He would have been. He was a very compassionate young man. He would have done a great job. But we gotta live with the fact he's not here with us, as hard as that is.
It's been 25 years since former U.S. Congressman Bart Stupak's 17-year-old son BJ died by suicide. The pain today is as raw as it was then. In this interview, he's sharing BJ's story for the first time more intimately than he did 25 years ago.
Just sort of a perfect storm. He's having a great time with his friends. They were at our house. Everything was fine. We had talked about playing basketball that night at the open gym at Menominee High School. And everyone had just left. His buddies had just left. And they figured within maybe an hour he took his own life. So how do you go from I'm with my friends having a great time? It just didn't make any sense.
He recalls his focus in 2000 was on why his son died by suicide. He needed answers in a time when suicide wasn't talked about, and support for suicide loss survivors was minimal.
I just remember walking in my office and just shutting the door like, what the hell do I do now? What am I supposed to do? You know, I had constituent mail I wanted to sign. I couldn't do it. They didn't want to look at it. Staff was almost afraid to talk to me. It was really, really hard.
Eventually, Bart's wife found a link with the prescription BJ was on for acne. She found one possible side effect to the drug was spontaneous suicide. Bart began to investigate and says he found there were a number of complaints. He fought to have the boxes recalled and marked with a stronger warning, one he says they were never made aware of.
We had no warning. We had no idea. And there was no indications from BJ that anything was wrong.
He says as the years have passed, he realized how important it is to share not just what happened to BJ, but who he was, his story.
Why now? Because there's the value in communication, the value of being included. You know, it's a club you never want to get into that you lost a child, whether it's an auto accident, suicide, whatever. You never want to be in that club. But if you're there, you have to reach out and help others.
At the end of the day, Bart believes that if we can all move forward with a little more compassion and love, holding the memories of people like BJ, perhaps we can find and nurture a path toward healing and understanding.
Everyone is a value. Everyone is a value. There is. Maybe we don't express that enough, you know?
Yeah.
That they are valuable, everybody.
Everybody is valuable. If you or someone you know is struggling or in a suicidal crisis, help is available. Call 988. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24 hours a day. We also have a list of resources available on our website, uppermichigansource.com, under the Suicide Prevention Resources tab on the homepage. In the final half hour of your TV6 Morning News, we'll hear from yet another parent who's working through the loss of her 17-year-old son. Jennifer Buda opens up about life after her son, Jordan DeMay, died by suicide. Our conversation is coming up in the 6:30 half hour.